Hi, welcome back to my revival. And I'm excited about this year and excited to bring you along with me. This is my video of my goals for 2018. I'm going to go ahead and read what I wrote because I wrote a lot. So I'm going to be looking down to read this. For the first time in years, I'm excited by what's upcoming in my life. I'm excited because 2018 is going to be a year of many changes for me. Excuse me. For the first time I can remember, I am truly looking forward, not back. And it feels amazing. And I'm going to be relying on, here's my little sign, I have this up. Jeremiah 29:11, the tape's on there because I actually have that hanging where I see it all the time. One change that will be coming soon is I will be transitioning from my diet to maintenance in a few months. For those of you who don't know, I have been on a very low-calorie diet for about a year and a half now. And I have lost over 300 pounds. I will be getting into this more in future videos, but suffice it to say I will be transitioning from solely eating what is akin to like protein shakes to all real food again. Apparently this transition is tough. Being on the medically prescribed meal replacement packets has had its trials. From what I'm told by everyone I've spoken to, maintenance is harder than what I've been doing on the diet. Right now my food is picked out for me, it's all the same, but the work is all done for me. On maintenance, I will do all the work. Menu planning, weighing, counting, measuring, shopping in stores with all their temptations. I will be responsible for all of it. I still have much to learn though, so before that move, I want to master my calorie budget. I want to go back over my macronutrients and complete a few menu plans for practice before I transition to maintenance. So that's one goal for the year. After the transition, or as I'm transitioning, I want to make sure I exercise at least 5 days a week. Once the fat's gone, the fat's got to stay gone, am I right? Something else that's personal that I need to pursue is skin removal body reconstruction surgery. I spoke to a cosmetic surgeon who came to give a talk to our class, and I mentioned how much weight I was losing, and he said, if you lose that much weight, you're going to need it all. And I had a suspicion. So I'm hoping to get surgery lined up, at least lined up this year. I would love to begin to get it done this year. But if I don't, I'd like to at least get it, okay, it's set. Related to my weight loss journey, I'd like to get all my journal notes I have on various papers and in various books all organized and typed up for my own personal reference and reflection, as well as in case I want to write a book about it one day. I've had some serious turns of events with my oral care. I need a lot of work done on my teeth just to get to the point of chewing again. It's been okay, I haven't been chewing for a few months here because I drink shakes. I don't have to chew them. So that's not a big deal, but it will be when I go to maintenance. I don't want to go back to real food and have to blend soup or something, right? So getting some oral work done, and that should be fairly soon, since maintenance might be in the next 4-5 months. I'm actually going to be calling this next week to line up my first appointment to get some of my serious oral work done. Socially, I have goals. I'm looking forward to more fulfillment in this area. I would like to start attending something like a women's Bible study, maybe, or something along those lines. I'd like for my husband and I to start attending a local church in person. We've had our challenges with scheduling, especially with his job and both of our health, where this has had to be very flexible. It would still have to be flexible, so this could be a challenge, but it would be nice to physically attend a local church. I would also like my husband and I to designate a date night. We've never actually designated a date night, even if it was sort of once every 10 days or so. I want it to be a chance where we can get together, even though it's a penny pinching year probably, so we wouldn't be going out and spending a lot of money, but it would be nice to get together and just watch a movie or talk or take a good walk or something. That didn't have something to do with adult responsibilities like to-do lists or bills or something like that. So that would be fun, to make that a priority, to just hang out and relax. Financially, I have goals. I'd like to make a budget. I bought this planner this year. I have begun writing down all of our spending. I went through the Dave Ramsey book, The Total Money Makeover. My husband did too, and we're in complete agreement on getting our finances in order. It's just quite involving. I want to print out my statements for months and see what we actually spent and really go over it, because it's time to tackle the finances. Time to make sure we know where everything's going, and we're not spring chickens. So we need to make sure we're planning for the future too and all of that. So we want to get our ducks in a row financially. Related to finances, I want to start contributing financially to the family. I want to earn an income. I'm not sure yet how God is going to line this up. If it'll eventually somehow come through YouTube, or if I'm just going to get a part-time job somewhere. I don't mind either way. I'd like to start earning even a small income sometime this year. That's a goal. YouTube goals. Hey, I have had the goal to begin a YouTube channel for months. In fact, I had planned on getting videos up starting last November, which obviously didn't happen. However, I am excited to say I have already uploaded my very first video this year. Yay! And I have to tell you, that was a goal I reached. So check one off. And I was pretty happy about that. It felt good to follow through, considering how many times I've quit on dreams and plans in my life, and I have. It felt amazing. I would like to enjoy it a little more, and I think I know one of the ways I could, and where it would be more fulfilling for me, is if I had a little more tech knowledge. Editing, making thumbnails, how do you make an iCard, having affiliate links, do I need a P.O. box or email in descriptions, and what about music? I would love to put a little music in the intro or something, or a little logo, but I want to make sure copyright things matter to me. What's the free music? Or when do you have to put music in and make sure you put the name of the artist in your description? I'm ignorant of all of this. You know, I don't even know how to get the words My Revival typed on my icon or homepage, and I would love to have it at least on my icon, where if I go to comment on someone else's video, it doesn't just show the pretty purple, but it said My Revival on it. I don't know how to do that. I have a suspicion a lot of this is fairly simple. I'm just ignorant because I haven't ever done it before. If you have any tips on any YouTube tech stuff, would you please share in a comment below that if you'd be interested in sharing. I would love nice, simple, easy to understand tips on stuff that's probably fairly easy for me to follow, and I just, haven't done it. I want to make interesting videos. I don't like boring videos myself. I don't want to make boring videos. Okay, some things regarding food. Besides working with healthy recipes as I work in maintenance, that also will be in my life. But food goals that I haven't had before that I want to learn, and one is canning. I got an electric water bath canner for Christmas. I've never canned before. I'm excited to do this too. It's another first. I'm looking forward to canning very low to no sugar added strawberry fruit spreads and maybe a surprise fruit spread for fun. Would you like to come along for that? Would you like to come along for my first attempt at canning ever? I also really want to learn how to can tomato products, especially fire roasted, diced, and crushed tomatoes, but pretty much all tomato products. Another food I want to get into, and I want to do this fairly soon, is I need to learn how to make kefir. Sprouted grains, legumes, and all that. This may come slowly or later in the year. If I don't start sprouting beans before maintenance, I don't think I'll get into it until later in the year. But it's a goal. I'm not overstressed about it. If I have to buy a can of beans as I'm starting maintenance instead of sprouting my own, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to get overwhelmed on maintenance. Just saying. But I would like to start sprouting, especially my beans. And you can buy sprouted grains. It's a little bit harder to buy beans already sprouted. I don't think you can you? You have to do it. And we're probably going to be having quite a few beans, so it's a goal. Books. There are several books I want to read or finish reading in 2018. Looking at the titles, they reflect the intention to make permanent life changes that I think will lead to health and happiness. The first book I want to read because I want to finish it before maintenance, and that is Thin for Life. Whoopsie, light. See that? A lot of the program I attend is based on this book, or findings that Anne Fletcher made in her research for this book. Another book I want to read is Sink Reflections, because yes, I would like to learn more about the Fly Lady cleaning system because I'm getting better, but let's face it, my housekeeping could improve. Nourishing Traditions already has some pages marked. Oops, gotta get used to lighting, sorry. This is the one that talks a lot about kefir and sprouted grains, has a lot of information. And I'm going to be going back over Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover as I print out my statements and start looking at what baby step to start on and things like that. Finally, last but actually not least, he's first, I want to continue in my learning to put God first, to seek Him before I act or react to something, learning to listen and obey and receiving the good He adds to my life as a result. I've been loving the results of this in my life so far. I want it to continue. I also want to be still and know that He is God, not stressing, getting fearful or anxious or worrying, not trying to control an outcome from my end. Just be still and remember God's got this. My phrase of the year, if you saw that video. I've been a fearful person my whole life. It's really been something I've allowed to hold me back and kill dreams. So, learning to be still and trusting God and believing He's got this and not being so fearful, I sort of cripple efforts in my life. It's an interesting concept for me to learn. It's completely new and different than I used to be. It's a pretty ambitious list for someone who's never made a goal of lists to do in the year before. Like I said, I think this could be a year that brings many changes, and I'm really excited about this year. I have to tell you, I've never been so excited. The temptation to be afraid of all these changes is niggling at the back of my brain. But I'm working on, whoa, no, God's got this, and you're not going to be afraid. You're just going to take it one rung of the ladder at a time, because it also could be a great year. And I hope it's a great year for you, too. That's my cat. That's my cat. If you hear a scratching noise in the background, that's my cat scratching on his scratching post. Sorry about that. Hopefully making this video will help me stay focused on things I'd like to accomplish this year as the year progresses, but I won't stress if I don't get it all done. These are just to put them out there and remind myself, this is what I'd like to do. Do you have any goals for 2018? If you do, share them in the comments below. I'm really new as a YouTube creator. I know you can tell. But I'd love to get to know you better. Let's have a good year.